Mental health is important. If you are experiencing any level of mental distress or unease, please seek professional help. Therapists and psychiatrists are there to provide a safe and reliable space to process stress and difficult situations through various methods. They are there to provide preventative and post-care for such things. If you are experiencing a situation that requires immediate or emergency attention, please check the links below for crisis and emergency options. You can also find links below to charities that help children in need. Any help you can provide would be appreciated. Our social media, Ko-Fi, Throne, and Discord server are linked below as well. The Discord is a community gaming space with a completely optional section for Dungeons and Moogles.
Alright, with all that said, thank you all for coming back and joining us yet again with the Highroad. A lovely 5e campaign. It is progressively getting darker and darker towards a dark fantasy, starting off more high fantasy when we first started. Last week, we finished making our deal with Pazuzu, and a deal was struck. A magical pact was made with Tempest in particular. This deal essentially was made to break Twilight out of her pact with the angels, and for Tempest to help Pazuzu with his targets later on in time. Beyond that, there was also information given more readily and immediately as part of the deal on the divine seeds and how mortals can ascend to become gods. During that period, Pius was not in control of his body. Instead, it was Führer, the barbarian aspect, the anger emotion. No battle ended up happening, though, so he's kind of sad. And Twilight offered to spar, and Twilight just kind of got smacked back and forth by an angry barbarian. Everyone ended up getting to chill out, relax. Oh, God, excuse me. Then time was taken to get like a full long rest in so that everyone could recover hit points, spell slots, and everything else. Towards the end of the last, I'm skipping ahead slightly, kind of over that couple of days though, a relationship has begun to form between Wrath and Tempest, with shenanigans of course around that. And towards the end of the last day, Twilight decided to wander off and she ended up finding herself face to face with a Mulbro. The creature from Final Fantasy, not the cigarette. And having had a sixth sense that Twilight was going to get herself in trouble, Wrath and Tempest ended up following and helping save her. We are starting off the next morning now, with everyone fully rested and good to go. Pius, you do not remember everything that happened, and you only have vague recollections of some of this information, besides who was in charge. Most of what you know is basically reserved to what I just gave in the recap. But for whatever reason, you feel like Wrath and Tempest really have a fast relationship going because they're engaged.
They are? Jesus Christ.
For some reason, that is the information you seem to have as you try to recall what happened the last couple days, as you become fully in charge of the body again. You also are not resting outside as usual. You are resting inside as your sentry mode ends and you get control of the body.
Oh
dear.
Is that auto-wait?
May I clarify something really quick?
Yes, what is it?
So Pius believes that they're engaged?
That's what he remembers out of the vague memories of the last 2 days.
Oh, okay. And we recovered our everything, right?
Yes, everyone's got their hit points and spell slots back.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, thank you.
About what time is it?
It's about 8 a.m. right now. The normal time everyone would begin waking up.
Damn.
You slept in.
He's gonna walk outside then.
Med, where are you going?
What?
Wrath kind of rubs his eyes and looks up from his bedroll. Oh, Pius. Welcome back.
Yes, what did I miss? Congratulations also?
For what?
You and Tempest.
Looks over to where Tempest is. Thanks.
Yeah.
You been okay? Have you been talking with the others? Is that where you went?
No, I was in a void. All alone.
That doesn't sound good.
Deuce loved it.
Are you
I must have
okay?
spoke with him. Yes, we're fine. I mean, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, the captain's been out for a while, so we'll need to make breakfast. It'll take a little bit longer than he usually does.
I might be able to whip something up.
Oh?
After yesterday, you better.
What do you mean?
Just bake something good.
Okay. Sure.
Staring intensifies.
I'll come help you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, Pius.
As we get outside, Pius is like,
Is she okay?
It's early.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's been an eventful couple of days. Were you told about it? Do you remember it? I don't really know how it works. I'm sorry.
No, the only thing I remember is you and Tempest getting engaged. That's really it.
Rat's eyes go wide. Oh, I think you might be misremembering something. We're not engaged in that sense.
Oh, that's why she was staring at me more than usual.
Probably. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, we can talk about that later. My apologies.
There's nothing to apologize for, friend.
It's fuzzy.
I
Now,
believe you.
about that breakfast.
What were you thinking? Should I go hunt something up?
Sure. I'll get all the pots and pans ready and the fire and all of that good stuff. I'll go through the captain's pack and see if I can find any veggies for Twilight.
I think he tossed them all out a few miles back. Something about evil greens. I don't know.
Oh,
So the jackalope
But-
still hasn't been used. It was
Yeah,
carpet
that's what
spaghetti
I was-
ended up getting made instead of the jackalope.
I went out hunting a couple of days ago, and we ended up a little too busy to eat it. If you want to use, there's some jackalope, and he'll bring you to the kitchen and show you the the two jackalope he caught.
oh, fine specimens. Yeah, we can just cook these bad boys up.
Sounds good to me. Let me help you.
Sure.
We'll just
Pius,
assist.
you also notice here in the kitchen, kind of to the side of everything, not piled with the rest of this meat and everything else in the kitchen, but to the side, there is what appears to be a rather hefty chunk of something like triple wrapped in meat paper.
What is that?
Nothing you ever want to put close to your body, ever.
But we're keeping it.
It's a gift for Captain, I think. I personally, I think we should get rid of it. But
That is all you need to say. It's all his.
you know, Pius, do you talk to any of the others ever besides when you're digging through your own body?
There's been a few times, but normally it's not like a conversation like we're having now. It's different.
Well, why not? I'm sure you have a lot to say to each other. Your personalities are very different, one to the next.
Yes, it's difficult to connect with them. It's hard for me to resonate with them, especially since they are. I think it is because they are so different, but they're also me. It's very strange.
Maybe you resonate better with each other than you realize. They all seem to be singularly emotioned. Maybe you could get into one of those headspaces.
Maybe.
Well, either way, you've always got us to talk to.
Yes, maybe part of it is that I enjoy talking to all of you instead of myself. Technically.
Spoken like a true human at this point. Hey, Pius, I'm serious. If you ever need to get something off your chest or get a different angle on something that's troubling you, I'm here, and I don't have to tell the others.
I know. I trust you, Rath. I just don't know what to think anymore. We've been through so much, it's hard to really gather thoughts anymore for me. Especially since some of my thoughts are scattered across different parts of me. It's like I'm a broken mirror, and every shard you look at is different.
Well, I do see you staring into that mirror quite a bit lately. Maybe here's an idea. The next time we stop for a rest or a break, maybe we just don't look in the mirror and we do something else. We have fun.
Okay,
Play a game as a group.
sure.
Maybe that-
I like that idea. Yeah.
Maybe that'll ease the tension a little bit for you. Be able to relax.
I haven't relaxed in quite some time.
Well, we should definitely change that then. And also, and he picks an egg up and flips it in his hand. I wouldn't completely trust me, and he flings it in your face.
He what? What did he do?
Throws it at Pius.
Aha. So we're playing that way, eh? Could you hand me the mustard behind you?
Sure. And
As he
as
turns
he,
around, Pius is going to try and grab another condiment and just hold it right behind him until he turns around and squirt him in the face.
Wrath picks up a pan to try and defend himself, and a giant food fight breaks out.
What is going
Tempest
on
and
out there?
Twilight. Yeah, the two of you can hear this coming from the kitchen door that is outside.
So
I doubt progress is being made. What is happening? She wanders out there. Daringly, I say, pokes her head through the door to look.
Just as
You get hit with a
head
pie.
of yeah, a head of cabbage smashes into the wall next to you.
Let's get hit
Just
with a
wicked
pie.
green in her hair.
I kind of run my finger across her face, and I put my those. So let's see if I can talk. She gets hit in the face. I put one finger on her face, and then I get all the topping and stuff, and I just lick my finger. That's pretty good. And then I walk away.
That's fine. I'm keeping this pie now.
Oh, that was one of the
Wanna
good
get
cream
some
pies.
distance.
Oops.
Oh, my face is indented
That's
in
what
now.
he said.
Can will you allow Twilight to use her little paint set that she has and try so she can try drawing a really nice breakfast?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll make you roll on it. But what are you trying to paint for breakfast?
So I'll do some bacon, eggs, toast. The plates are gonna be really nicely laid out. Like it's kind of like a really nice
They look like the fine china your grandma would pull out for a
very
family
fine
dinner.
color. Kind of like a king's layout, but it's not as big.
All right,
like
so
two on the table.
you're basically drawing a hero's feast as per the spell. It's just
Yeah,
this long table of all this food and everything.
Yeah.
Tempest, are you joining that food fight?
No, I'm just standing at the door eating this pie and watching.
All right. So your food fight goes on for a maximum of 15 to 20 minutes. If you want to cut it earlier than that, you are free to.
We should probably not throw all of the food. We do still need to make breakfast after all.
Oh, right. Yes. Perhaps later. You win
You're
this
on.
round, Wrath.
Did you say I was going to need to roll for that?
No, you don't need a roll. You do not need a roll. Also, you just heard them
Okay.
talking about, making breakfast, and you've pretty much drawn and painted most of this breakfast already.
What do we have left that's not ruined?
There's a frog in the fridge.
Oh, I saw that. I thought you put it there.
It's got to be captive.
Yeah.
Tempest,
why
because you're
just one?
standing. Why just one? Oh, God. Tempest, because you've been in the doorway, you're aware of what's going on both sides, both Wrath and Pious, as well as what Twilight's been doing.
At this point, I think Twilight might actually make the better breakfast.
So what's that?
Thank you.
Steps to the side. She's on it. Gonna let her do you up like that?
Oh, yeah. Actually, that looks pretty good.
Less
Mind if-
effort for us.
You mind if we join you, Twilight?
What do you mean, join me? Oh, well, why do you guys have every egg on your face? And you look like a mess. I'm gonna clean you guys both up. What is that called? My spell?
Prestidigitation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Go clean the kitchen because I think you guys made a bigger mess in there.
Or
got
you could
this.
just cast the spell again.
She has it as a ring.
Oh,
She has a ring of prestidigitation. But it's a cantrip, so it can be used over and over and over again.
either way.
Okay, when I'm done with this, then I'll go clean the kitchen.
Okay.
I'll go salvage what I can in the meantime. As
And
it
I
passes
appreciate
Tempest, he kinda
the
licks-
fact that you guys are willing to help. So it's cool. I got this.
Wrath is going to head back in the kitchen and start picking it up. At least try and salvage what food is out. And as he passes Tempest, he just takes a fingerful of the pie and licks it.
Just wipes it on her.
And this. Hey, I was gonna get to that part,
I mean, you still got most of a pie.
but it's almost all gone. Still most of it in my hair.
Well, come on, let's see if we can find you another one in here.
Alright, time to raid Captain's shit.
Hey, Tempest.
Pius, do you have a moment?
Sure. I have all the time in the world.
Well, I might too. If you want, we could just wait then.
No. I'm not doing anything right now.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I remembered just a little bit ago, while everyone was still asleep, that I had actually found something back at that alien spaceship. I forgot about it because I was kind of blown into a lot of pieces. And while you had all been searching for my pieces, I kind of just put it in your bag.
Oh. Let's see here.
So I did not add it to your item list because I just realized a couple days ago that I forgot about it this entire time. Like, real world forgot. As you kind of reach into your bag, though, to pull it out, you notice that it's a mask kind of shaped like a blue dragon's face.
Oh. What exactly is it?
I'm not completely sure, but I think it might be a part of an artifact, a much bigger one. It kind of feels like Tiamat to me, similar energy to what Soul Drinker gives off.
I see. So we should hold on to it then.
Yes, I would say that. You had also mentioned at one point wanting to just kind of talk like about what I remember of you from that other world, like whether it was maybe another you or the same you. Yeah.
Well, with how dimensions work, it could be a different version of me, or it could be the same me. Who knows? I don't remember ever being in a place called Bastion, as far as I know.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of why I wanted to bring it up right now, is because, I kind of remember some things, but I don't remember a lot of the finer details. Like, I remember very much meeting a robot that looked almost identical to you, if not completely identical, and they had a designation serial number that just, the closest word to it was pious. But beyond that, I don't really remember much of my conversations with him, so, I figured it would be worth at least letting you know that, I don't know, it seemed to be a very much the same type of personality, just I don't remember what all we discussed.
Well, if any memories of mine come up, and I may happen to be that person, I will let you know.
All right. Good talk.
Yes. Sorry, I'm not much help.
I mean, that's kind of how I was just feeling as I'm bringing it up, but I'm not much help after all. I just felt it needed addressed because it's been like a week since you brought it up, and we never actually stopped to talk about it. So I felt bad because it felt like I was ignoring you.
Oh, it's very hard to ignore me. I'm very large.
Yes, you are.
But I know what you meant. It's fine. Don't worry. We're all a team here. I know that you don't mean it in an ill way. I mean, there's a lot going on, for God's sake.
Yes, there's always a lot going on. I don't think even in Bastion I ever really got a break, or before that, or I don't know when the last time I've not had a lot going on was. Even when I lived in a cave, there was always a lot going on somehow.
Maybe that's just life, I suppose.
Maybe it is.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So, Wrath, it doesn't necessarily take you long to clean up the mess from the food fight and all of that. Put everything back in place and the such. Let the food go. About as long as that conversation just took between Pius and the hermit. And Twilight, you've just finished drawing up breakfast, so everyone is able to sit down now and just enjoy it.
I was wondering if I could take Tempest's snack bag, because it's not really complete, but it will make it complete if I can have something out of Tempest's snack bag.
What small item could you possibly want, or singular item could you possibly want that would complete it?
Chocolate. Melted chocolate.
For breakfast.
Twilight reaches into the bag, if Tempest allows it, and just pulls out melted chocolate.
She's gonna put it on the berries.
Ah.
Like the she's used my inventory.
I'll accept that.
She's gonna use it on the
Basically
berry.
dipping chocolate.
Yeah.
Out of her hand.
You pull it out in a bowl, at least. This is one of the few items that come out with a container. So you do pull out a bowl of this like liquid dipping chocolate for the berries that are with breakfast.
I can use my alchemy jug.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I already said you got it. You don't need to keep coming up with ways you can do it after I say this happens.
Wait. So I didn't catch that.
You pull a bowl of liquid dipping chocolate out of the snack bag.
Okay. Got it. We're good. We're great. I'm on the same page. Yay!
All right. Are we finally ready to move on with the day? Are we done with breakfast
Yes.
finally?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, you all had your long rest. You finished your breakfast. You've had a chance to put everything up. It is time to continue down the road, unless anyone had something they wanted to do before getting back on the road.
Nah.
Stretch. It's been a bit. Let's do this.
I'm still picking crumbs out of Tempestuous hair.
No, you're not.
Oh, did you clean yourself? Okay.
I can cleanse myself. I'm independent.
I didn't
Doing a
know.
horrible job, but I'll get
Yeah.
most of it.
All right. So you get a day of pretty much uninterrupted travel. No big issues, no inconveniences, no demons poking their heads out from behind the trees. You've been on the road for about 8 hours. If my brain can work. And as you kind of reach the end of this 8 hours, you come up on a space on the road. You can see there's a large oak, not a large oak. I can't remember what type of trees are in this area. It was mahogany. That's right. They had turned to mahogany recently. But there are two rather large mahogany trees, one on each side. And you can see about 30 feet up from where the snow level is, they have kind of these large wooden buildings built onto them, almost like an outpost of some kind.
Should we go check it out?
Ooh.
Probably.
We should at least make sure it's not hostile.
Yeah, that is our job after all.
I mean, I can try to commune with nature to see if it is hostile.
Sure.
Or we just.
How long does that take?
Yeah.
I don't think it takes very long.
It takes
I
like
was
a
just gonna
minute.
fly up there, but
Yeah, it only takes about a minute. So I can do it if you want me to, or we could just check it out and hope for the best.
That would be the safest way of doing it.
Hi, I'm not really good at it. I'm still kind of learning, but let's see how it goes.
All right.
All right. Give me a nature check then, Twilight.
Oh,
I'll just sight too. Do I detect
Oh.
magic?
okay, then I'm really good at this then, since it's nature. I thought it was acrobatics or yeah. Hang on, gotta get my dice roll. Where's my dice roll? I'm not seeing my. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys.
So the oversight you have, Tempest, doesn't really help too much because it's only got like a 30-foot range. So without like going up to them, you're not gonna really detect much about them.
Oh, it's staying on from here on.
With that 19, Twilight, you manage to cast Commune with Nature that you still do not have prepared on your spell list. And you can sense off to the north, because at this point the road's kind of going from west to east, the Highroad is, and you can feel kind of out to the north there are a few groups of undead that seem to be in the area. Nothing of malicious nature, but still undead.
What about the trees?
The trees are pretty much the same. They're just mahoganies. They're roughly the same density.
Okay.
It seems like there are more of these kind of building structures built onto some of the trees, but it's hard to tell because it's mahogany on mahogany.
Okay, I will relay that back to the group.
Well,
So
that's a
it's
good-
mahogany on mahogany when it comes to the trees. Doesn't seem like doesn't seem like any danger there, but there are some undead up ahead. And
Not up ahead, up north, away from the road.
up north.
Well,
So if you
investigate
guys
that?
want to clear it out, we can, because that's what we're supposed to do.
the undead.
Yeah, undead.
We could.
I'll think
Before
about
me.
that. Now take off into the air, upwards.
Take off into the air upwards. Are you going up to the specific outpost right here?
Yeah, they'll close this one for now.
Okay. As you get up there, and you go up to the one that's kind of the left of the road, which is the north side of the road currently, and you look inside, and you can see that there's, a couple of like tables, some chairs. It very much looks like it was a traveler's checkpoint of sorts. They seem to have a filing cabinet of sorts that had paperwork in it, but everything's kind of a mess. Like it was raided. Things were thrown around. They're messy. It almost looks like a fight happened in here. And you can see two bodies that don't seem to have been fighting with each other, but they're both kind of torn apart. They're old, they've been decaying, and they've been here for quite some time. But one of them seems to have had its throat ripped out, and another is actually holding a dagger that it's driven into its own chest.
It's kind of weird up here.
He's in the ascending zone. How far away are
I'm
we?
shouting this down.
It's like 30 feet up and 30 feet forward. So she's maybe like 45 feet away.
Well, what's the matter?
Very old corpses, and the place looks kind of rough.
Well, be careful
The
up there.
current time is 5 p.m., so the sun is also beginning to set.
Do I hear this conversation, or are they talking telepathically? I'm assuming.
They're shouting.
Do we want to waste any time with these or carry on?
Are we going to look at the ones up north? Pius? I know you particularly don't care for the undead.
We should at least make sure these corpses are not going to come alive and in the middle of the night.
That's fair.
All right. Well, hop on the carpet one at a time. Come on, peoples. Twilight.
Yes.
That carpet.
Carpet. Oh, you want my carpet? Okay. I'll just fly it over to you.
This does not help them get up here, though.
Oh, you want me to go give it to them? Okay.
Yes.
Also, barring Pius, everyone can kind of ride it at the same time.
No, I just thought she wanted my carpet, so I flew it over to her.
It's okay, I'll walk.
No, I got you. I'm back here.
No.
There's the carpet.
You'll walk? Last thing you suggested was the corpses.
Yeah, no. Get on it.
So when
It's
you
okay.
climb?
Oh. Whatever. Just get me there.
I was going to attempt to, fly him up there. I know he's heavy.
You're also strong.
True. All right, hands up. Come on.
Oh, so he's not taking the carpet?
Whee!
Whee!
At this point, I feel like Twilight's the only one on the ground.
Nope, just Wrath.
Damn, I'm kind of looking up. Oh,
I thought you got on the carpet.
no, I got my
Yeah.
wings.
Pies, hang out here. Put you on the window ledge.
Ah!
So there's like an
Alright,
outer
Wrath.
walkway around the building portion itself.
Yeah, Wrath's like halfway up it already.
Yeah. And then, like, as you're all, like, finishing getting up there, Wrath, you with your perception that is higher than the rest of the parties, you do notice the rope ladder that's just rolled up. That could have just been let down as well.
Huh.
Like, they had a way for
Look at
people
there.
to get up and down without being able to fly.
Look at there.
Wow.
Easy access whenever we need to leave. We can't really put the fortress up here or anything. Are we staying the night here?
So, where are we all
Make sure
at?
there's nothing. We're up
You've
here,
all gone up to
Twilight.
one of the buildings.
Okay.
And all of you can see what's inside. And Pius, hold on. Where are our passive insights? I gotta double check and make sure I'm giving the right people the right information. Yes, Pius, you've got the insight that's high enough. As you look at the bodies, the one holding the dagger to its own chest is fairly obvious what happened. But as you kind of see the other body, you can see the strands of flesh and like veins in its hand that indicate it ripped out its own throat.
Interesting.
Would I
What
be
is-
able to tell if they did it before or after death?
You're not able to tell that, unfortunately. The bodies have been decaying far too long to figure that out.
Okay.
That one, right there, Wrath. He ripped his own throat out.
Throat. An odd choice.
Murdered.
Wonder what happened here.
I don't know. But I may be able to find out.
Oh.
So before you get much further, as you're all kind of up there and together looking at this body and talking about being able to figure it out, the photo that I just sent, this woman appears kind of in front of you, back turned, so you're kind of looking at her from this angle, trying to get to it. So I put her up on the screen. There we go. She kind of talks to you. This village used to serve as a checkpoint to ensure that travelers were doing well, that they had any resources they need to finish traveling across this long stretch of road. But they fell to something akin to a virus. It spread from person to person until eventually every single person just gave up. They took their own lives.
May I roll a deception check?
What are you lying about?
I'm thinking that she's not telling me the whole truth. Like, they really
That would be
didn't.
insight. The
Sorry.
check you roll is what you are doing, not what other
Okay.
people are doing.
Insight. Sorry, insight.
You don't really need to. All of you can feel the divine presence coming off of this woman.
Meaning she's not telling us the truth?
She's a god.
She's a god.
So, this disease, could you tell us what it was?
Yes, something all of you are quite familiar with. You've caught it yourselves, even. A madness that just doesn't stop spreading. It's slowly taking over our world.
You say we caught it, as in we'll end up like them?
Not everyone responds to it the same way. I cannot tell you how you'll turn out. You may never succumb to it, but you have it nonetheless.
It's deeply concerning. You must be Letharian?
Yes.
Spiritonus had warned us that we would see you soon.
He's never been one for subtlety, despite being a man of the shadows. He's very blunt.
I think perhaps he just leaves the subtlety to the battlefield.
An interesting take. May I ask a favor of all of you?
Sure.
This checkpoint is a part of a village. It's the southernmost portion of it. Up north, you've felt the presence of the undead. The spirits of those that lived here have been unable to move on. So great is the pain that they felt by the time they took their wives, that they still wander the land. Would you be willing to help lay their souls to rest?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Good.
our captain said yes too.
Good. Well, I'll give you a warning. It's unlikely you will encounter him on accident, but there is one person, one individual, who did not succumb to this disease of the heart. His name is Baziat, a silver dragon. He resides in this area.
We should seek him out.
Perhaps. They say he hasn't succumbed to this madness, but in a sense he has. He does nothing but eat and sleep. So it has been for 100 years.
Well, should we encounter him, we'll steer clear of being the next course. I'm sorry, what did you say his name was again?
Baziat.
Ozzy. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since
go ahead.
Bosnia only eats and sleeps, does he go to the bathroom at all, or just eat and sleep? Just
He
out of
performs
curiosity.
all normal bodily functions.
Oh,
Some
just out
things
of curiosity.
go without being said, Twilight.
Sorry, I was just curious.
He is unlikely to make a meal of you, even if you do encounter him, but there's no telling how he may react. After all, he has been alone for a century.
Alone, right?
I'm sure there's some semblance of sanity left in him, right?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Then sounds like we're winging the next thing. Like always.
That's what we're good at.
It's not something to be proud of, but I'm so proud of it.
Pretty good at it.
So she kind of fades away, leaving you all alone inside of the watch post.
The crowds have been getting more and more chill.
I think
I was
it's.
concerned.
What was that, Wrath? Sorry.
I was just saying I was concerned about how this encounter would go.
It seems as if they are more chill because we may be on the right path to making things right. We've gained the trust of the gods. That's got to be something, right?
Oh, you're right. I never even thought of it like that.
Well, I mean, let's just not get. I'm still hesitant that we gained all of the gods' trust, but so far we encountered them. Yeah, we've gained some of them, but I wouldn't say all
That's
of
the
them.
spirit, Twilight.
Thank you.
Glass half full. Great. All right.
Well, yes, we're getting back down there.
You know of anything controlling these undead creatures?
Are you attempting to speak to Matharian?
Yes.
So, you probably missed it when I said it, but she is kind of like faded out and is not physically there, but you do hear a
gotcha.
response inside of your head. So, and she just very simply says, controlled by nothing but their own regrets.
Nice of her to respond. Oh. Alright. Well, I'm ready when y'all are. Or should we wait until tomorrow?
I'm on the fence.
How much time we got?
A few hours before dark. A romp through an undead town does seem kind of fun at night, though.
It could be challenging, but setting up a camp anywhere near that place could be problematic.
You're not wrong.
And plus, you all have a cleric with you. Undead are my specialty.
So, that's all I need. Fuck it.
Undead town at night it is.
We could find a place that's safe.
I can make one if I can get about 10 minutes.
Easy.
So, what are we doing? My brain kind of shut off for a second.
We're going to find some undead.
You're
And
heading there
find
to the
someone
town.
named. All right. So, as you're kind of like looking out and you start to head up that way, you notice that there's another set of kind of these checkpoint huts further out towards the east, following down the road as if there's one on each side of the village, so to speak. And you notice that there's also a set heading out towards the north. And when you look at the trees, you can see that they've marked a path by placing kind of like wooden signs, so to speak, on the trees themselves, as if to ensure that the path to the village can be found even in this heavy snow.
At least they left us a trail, huh?
Putting up the whole welcoming mat for us.
I don't think it's trap at all.
Never.
Well, it was a village. I mean, the people need to know how to get to it and from it, even in the worst of the winter.
And that
Yes.
tells us a little something about the village, too, because that means that this, or rather about the weather, because that means that this snow was pretty common here whenever it was still active. This amount of snow, I should say.
True. Oh, maybe if it hadn't, died, maybe it could have become like a ski resort.
It's a pretty good idea.
And so it takes about like about 45 minutes travel, or a little under that, before you kind of come to the outskirts of the village itself. And you can see the houses that have been built up in the trees at this spot.
Are there, like, walkways connecting them?
Yes. It seems to be a village built in the trees.
Well, do we want to start up there? I imagine that's where they are.
Makes
Yep.
sense.
Let's get to it.
Well, let's see if we can find a rope ladder before we repeat shenanigans. Something to get up there with.
Sure.
As you kind of all look around from down below, and you don't see any rope ladders that seem to be down. Someone is going to have to get up there to drop one. But you do spot a couple of places where there are rope ladders that can be dropped.
We got some options.
Well, pick one and be careful on your way to it.
What's going to happen? Things leap out of the trees. They
Yes,
don't do that, right?
I mean, I'm not exactly from an area like this.
Fair. I'm not accustomed to this elevation. Okay. Climb up, everyone.
Wee!
Wait, where are we climbing up?
To the village in the
I mean-
trees. Konoha.
Yes.
It's like a
As
village
you
hidden in the leaves.
the village hidden in the leaves.
Hmm?
Oh
Konoha.
no. Anyways, as you're up there and you're letting down the rope bridge, it's kind of the closest one to where you came in to this center trail. And as you're letting down, Tempest, you can see that they seem to have marked a couple of other trails in the same way they did for the one that leads to here, as if there are parts of the village that aren't directly connected by these rope bridges. But you can also see there's a sign right here, because this is really the entrance to the village. It's worn with time. The protective paint and wares and such on it have faded, but it says, "Welcome to Willowdale."
Would I know?
Uh,
would I recognize? Never mind. I wouldn't.
No, you really wouldn't. And Tempest, you notice this is like Wrath and Pius are climbing up the rope ladder that you just let down.
Can I roll for my knowledge?
If you want, yes. What knowledge are you rolling?
Have I read about the town before? Have I heard about it or something?
So history,
Probably the best.
Yeah.
History.
16. You have read a little bit about it, kind of as part of your training, actually, with the Kindhairs, because it was the Lord of Eldwin in the past, like distant past, that actually founded this village. It was intentionally made after the war that historically is the reason this road was built. But he founded it as a checkpoint to ensure that merchants could get from one end to the other without like starving to death because they misplanned their trip. Beyond that, you know that like there's a lake a little bit further north from here. And that the town kind of broke down its areas based on like zoning laws, so to speak. Like there was the residential section in one spot, businesses in another section. The lake was kind of its own area as well. But you don't actually remember like what all the areas were or anything beyond that, because it was only lightly touched on. The main part was the propaganda about look how great the kind hairs are for building this route, this point in the trade route.
I honestly did try to keep up to the point where I could repeat that, but I'm just gonna say I repeated that to everybody. I tried. I tried.
Hey, it happens. I do that all the time.
Seemed too bad though. Honestly, don't know what to expect with the place.
I mean, I still don't.
This
Do
area
we
does appear to be
hear or
in
see
residential
anything?
housing. No, it's eerily quiet
Do we
right
hear?
now.
Well, let's move through the streets, I guess.
Should we
Your eyes
wait
open.
for something to find us, or should we just make our presence known as we go?
I have a feeling we will make our presence known regardless of our intentions. But
Ooh.
maybe we should just keep an eye out and try and be the first act.
So are you splitting up or staying together as you begin traversing the rope bridge streets of this city in the trees?
Stay together, right?
Yes, we should stay together.
I ain't separating.
Yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
I want to separate. Annoying me, I would always find myself into some weird shit, and so yeah. Maybe staying together, I guess.
Way to let past experiences guide you.
Good. So
How close do we have to be
you've
together?
come a long.
I mean, that's up to you how close you actually want to be together. Okay, we'll assume you're just like kind of in normal marching order around like 10, 15 feet apart then. As you're walking through these city streets and looking around, trying to see what's going on, you spend about probably like a half hour trying to make sure you're covering areas and not skipping anything. And you notice that there just seem to be a lot of bodies, not necessarily moving, but some of them are just like sitting at a table with this rotted meal that never got eaten, or two people just holding each other as if they were hugging at their moment of death. And the bodies just seem like they just ended abruptly, not like they had time to die. Almost like a moment frozen in time over this half an hour of traveling around the city.
It's like something took them all out at once.
It's just so weird how it was so sudden.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Honestly, I'm kind of worried that there's something much bigger out here.
Probably. We should just maybe get towards the city center. Maybe we can learn something there.
You lead the way.
Yeah.
I'm just like constantly scanning.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me then, Tempest.
The perception.
Perception?
Perception.
44, 25.
25? All right. So it's not a terrible maze or anything. It only takes you about like another 15 minutes to get over to the actual center of town. And Tempest, you've been kind of scanning and looking around. And at first you weren't sure, but as you've gotten closer to the center of the city, as you're looking in these buildings and you're seeing people that were going about their lives, you notice that the bodies themselves are twitching slightly, as if they're just standing in place like a human statue. As for what all of you see as you come to this town center, they seem to have built an actual platform. They cut the top of one of the trees down to actually put a full-blown platform for the city center. And on the part that's supported by the tree itself, there's a statue that's been built, but the tree has started to grow up and out again since it's been uncared for a century. So there's mahogany branches kind of twisting around and over the statue, and it seems to be of a male tiefling, likely the Lord Kindhairs that originally founded this village.
Do you know him or of him, Tempest?
Yeah, that's him. Lord
Is it-
Kindnest.
Not the current Lord Kindhairs
It's the same man.
development.
It's not the same man we saw.
The original? The old one?
The one from about 700
Gotcha.
years ago.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that part.
Well,
Yeah, the person that founded it.
start looking around, see if there's anything different about this area than any of the others we've come through.
Look in the windows. I could have swore I saw twitching.
Something moving. Breath will peek in the window.
Everywhere.
Okay. Rat, you're gonna take a closer look at the bodies and such to give me a perception. Bias, what are you doing here in the center of town?
think I have an ability to detect undead if I'm not mistaken. No, I do not. I thought I did. Why do I feel like I have something like that?
Oh no, I kind of think you
Protection
do.
from good and evil.
That might be it.
What was it called, Wrath?
no.
Protection from good and evil. Are you talking about the detect undead that Grave Clerics get?
Yeah.
Eyes of the Grave. Eyes of the Grave is what it's called, I think.
Yes, that's it. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to use Eyes of the Grave.
What kind of radius are we looking at?
60
I think it's
feet.
30. 60.
60 feet. Okay. So for you to
It
really
doesn't
use
tell
it,
me
you kind
like
of
identity or anything.
towards. Yeah. So you have to kind of move around so you can actually go towards the houses where the bodies are and such. As you're doing this, in Wrath, you're like looking closer at these bodies, and you can see there seems to be some amount of movement in these bodies as well. And Pius, every single body you see is triggering as an undead.
Twilight, I think you're right.
They're all dormant. But why? Are they waiting for something?
Or it's just the madness.
Maybe they've truly not actually detected us yet.
Wrath is going to take his staff. Well, can he reach any of the bodies without going like in one of the buildings or any of them outside?
None of them are close enough to a window or a doorway to reach. You would have to actually enter the building.
Okay. He'll pick the closest building with the least amount of them in it. So like one or two. And he'll enter the building, kind of move over closer and get probably within 2 or 3 feet from the body, look it over.
As you head into the building, there's one of the individuals in it is a woman that you would guess was likely only in like maybe her mid-20s to mid-30s. And as soon as you kind of start walking into the building and kind of towards the body, so to speak, its head turns towards you.
Oh, company. I'm sorry, the house must be a mess. I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting guests. Come, sit down. We'll prepare a meal for you.
What the hell?
Breezes.
Get out of there now. What the hell is that?
No, it's my fault.
You have
I
friends.
was unexpected. No, I'm unsure who they are.
Oh, we must have a lot of visitors today then. My name is Jillian. It is nice to meet you.
Pleasure is mine, Jillian. I'm sorry, I showed up unexpected. Did I miss an event? Everyone seems to be indoors.
Oh, no, it's, winters are always cold, so we stay inside when we can. It's always a bit warmer inside.
Of course. Rat's gonna look back out at the group.
So you notice she starts to actually move, and she heads kind of over towards where the worn and broken kitchen is, as she grabs some at this point deteriorated and soaked matches and starts going through the motions of like lighting a stove and preparing a meal, even though half of the resources aren't there, the fire doesn't light, and she just goes through as if it is working.
Wrath is scanning for any other body in this building, or in this room at least.
You don't see any other inside of this particular room. Noticing you haven't like sat down or anything at this point, as you keep looking around, she does kind of turn towards you again.
Oh, I wonder where my son is. Maybe he's in his room. Oh, do you mind checking? It's the last door on the left, down the hall. If he's there, he can help to entertain you. Now, make sure that you're not bored.
Of course, and what was your son's name again?
Jonathan.
Right. I'll be right back, Jillian.
Tempest is not letting you break sightline.
So Tempest, does that mean you walk into the house? Or are you trying to follow around like the outside hoping for windows?
Nope, we're not gonna rely on that.
Okay.
This is
so
all
you head
sus.
in. So as you head in yourself, and right after time starting down the hallway, Tempest, you walked in.
Oh, my house looks like a mess. I'm so sorry. I wasn't expecting company. Please, have a seat, and I'll begin cooking right away.
Thank you. Nice to hear.
Oh, yes. Actually, where is my son? Where is Jonathan? Oh, he might be in his room down the hallway on the left. If you go down there, and he may be able to help entertain you while I prepare the meal.
I'm already speed boosting to Wrath to stop him.
Did I hear her say that? The initial
All of
thing?
you, all of you can hear everything that's happened with this particular undead at this point.
So Wrath has stopped in this hallway then, out of view of Jillian, and he kind of waves to, like, a finger over the lips, like a shh. And he's gonna send a message telepathically to the group. He's gonna say, do y'all mind if I test something? Can one of you on the outside step in?
I will. I'll step in.
I will keep tabs of everything outside.
Good idea.
So,
He's
Tempest,
gonna motion to Tempest to listen.
Tempest, Wrath, you're in this hallway, and Twilight, you step into this main area.
Oh my, yes. I'm so sorry. My house must be an absolute mess. I wasn't expecting company. Come, sit down. I'll begin preparing a meal right away.
She's on repeat.
Twilight, any response?
You said sit down. I didn't quite catch the rest.
Sit down. I'll begin making a meal for you. She's repeating essentially the same thing for the third time now.
Okay, got it. Can I talk to Raph?
You can see him down the hallway, yes.
Tell
kind of
Twilight
like-
to just talk to her.
Okay, I'll talk to her.
Oh my,
You're already
who are you
whispering to
talking
Wrath.
to, dearie?
What? That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, wow.
Hearing
What's for
her say
dinner?
that, Wrath has a finger over his lips, like,
What's for dinner?
Oh, well, it's the middle of winter, so at the moment all we really have is some salted meat. I hope that's okay.
I'm a vegetarian.
Oh my. Winters must be very hard for you.
She seems to almost kind of like break. Like she's just standing there. No idea how to interact with you at this point. Because you've basically just told her that starving to death doesn't bother you.
No, that's not the thing. Even though you seemed a little bothered here, no, winter doesn't really bother me. I have a stash of food that I usually eat, and we got friends, so.
Yes, but even the best preservation techniques can't make vegetables and fruits last all winter. Eventually you have to eat meat. It's the only thing we can keep for that long.
Do you want me to show you what I eat?
You notice her head kind of start twitching. Like it jerks to the left and then back to the right, to the left and back to the right. And after a handful of seconds of this,
She was you. Oh, I wasn't expecting company. I'm so sorry. Please, just have a seat. I'll begin preparing dinner right away.
Wrath
She-
is
Twilight looks around going, okay, who the hell is she talking to?
Wrath, we're running out of time. You need to do what you need to do now.
don't let her leave. And he's gonna gesture for Tempest to go down the hall with him.
Yep. Oh, now I need to
Down
know what's
to the
behind
left.
this door.
Yep. Go down to that door and I'm gonna look it over real fucking good.
so Twilight and Pius back in that main room, she said this and she kind of moves over and starts like the cooking and everything, the pseudo cooking because nothing actually is working or there. And she makes the same suggestion to you, Twilight, that she had previously made to them about, go down the hall for her son, help entertain while she prepares dinner. But back down at the end of the hall is Tempest, and Rat, the two of you are opening the door. You look in, and there's no one in there. Everything's, worn with age and time at this point. Even the very thick and well-made cotton duvet that's on the bed is worn to an extreme degree. But there's no body.
I don't know why I expected answers, but I was hoping for not many more questions.
Yeah. Does it look like this is a male or a female's bedroom? Like, is it discernible at all, or is it just too rotten?
It looks like it probably belonged to a male. It definitely was kind of like a teenager's bedroom, though.
Okay. Where do you think he went if he's not here? She seems frozen in a loop. Maybe this is the epicenter of something that happened and everybody else is frozen in one too.
Like they got blocked in a time loop, but their bodies just died because it never ended?
Rat's gonna step in the room.
We should
and
probably
just
head
go
back out
once
there.
over.
You're going in? Oh my god.
Back in
Just
the
curious.
not back to the main area, but as you step into the room, nothing really seems to happen. and you can definitely get a better look around. But you notice the window for this room, unlike the others that are kind of cracked, broken with time, this one seems to have been lifted and opened, as if someone had climbed out of it at some point and never closed it afterwards.
I'm gonna go over and look out and see if I see anything, anybody down below, or a trail maybe that was worn through using it often.
No, you don't notice anything outside the ledge. Of course, ropeway that everything is built upon up here looks pretty much the same as everywhere else. Time, snow, nothing recent has actually happened in this particular space. But back over in the kitchen, Twilight, as you've just been sitting there, not really saying or doing
Anything. Oh dear, please, it's no trouble. Don't be afraid. Just go down the hall and get Jonathan, my son.
It looks like you need a hand. Don't mind sitting here.
Oh no, I'm fine.
But
Please,
go
I
visit
don't want you to be
I can.
bored. Go get my son. Jonathan can keep you company while I cook.
Why are you getting so frustrated?
I'm not. I'm just embarrassed. I have company and I wasn't prepared. You're sitting there alone and bored. Go get my son. You shouldn't have to sit all alone.
Okay. Oh,
So you're going to walk down the hallway?
We hear Twilight's footsteps coming.
I mean, you've heard this whole conversation. All of you have heard all of this. No one is more than 60 feet apart.
God damn it.
Like, this is essentially just a 2-bedroom
Okay.
wood house
Well,
up in a
Twilight's
tree.
Should we go out the window?
Let's hop out the window, but let's watch inside. Let's see what the plan was for her. What was she actually going to do?
Just circle back around to Pius and watch from there. He's at the.
no, I can use my cloak of invisibility to see what's going on.
How did Twilight get here? Holy shit!
But she was already wearing it. Damn.
I mean, I could do it and then go
Twilight,
back in the
being
kitchen. and see,
invisible. Yeah, being invisible. Sure, you could do that to go watch her in the living room, but it seems like a really wasteful way of watching someone when there's a window or 3 that you could just look in through.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not to mention, the last thing that was happening is you were walking down. Yeah, I'm stepping back. Please be quiet while I finish what I'm saying. Not only would it be extremely wasteful, but the last thing you were doing, not a part of this conversation about watching, was walking down the hallway to go get her son.
All right.
And as you walk down that hallway,
And I
you
thought,
notice
okay.
Tempest and Wrath are now stepping out through the window.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. I am off my game tonight. Holy shit.
Very, very, very,
Come on.
very much so.
Let's
go
because
before
you
she
seem to think
realizes.
you're Wrath.
Yeah, let's grab it. All right.
Twilight, come on, let's go before she notices.
All right, I'm going.
Hey, Pius.
Oh, hello, Wrath. What? Weren't you just inside?
Yeah, there's a window in the back.
Oh, how convenient. So I would assume there's no Jonathan.
Nope.
So she doesn't see. Jillian doesn't seem to be responding to anything going on outside. And by because you've been by the window this whole time, she kind of moves back to the spot she first started in when Wrath had first walked in. She kind of just resumes the same position she was in.
I almost feel as if we should put her out of her misery.
Well, I think that's what we're here to do. Except it's a whole town.
Get the whole. Yeah, we don't have time to cut through every person here. If they're all like this.
Besides, what happens when we start cutting? What do the rest of them do?
Good point. It may also attract the dragon that we're supposed to be avoiding as well. He may be protecting these people.
So you'd also be very aware that laying to rest is not exclusively like a killing? Like, undead can be laid to rest in a lot of ways. Ghosts who can't move on because of things left undone in their lives, like helping them finish their unresolved issues, can lay them to rest. Or, if they can't move on because of anger towards something, helping them resolve that emotional trauma can lay them to rest. Their laying to rest is getting the spirit to the point that they move on.
All right, we're each gonna get our own office. Hermit, you're on secretary duty. We're becoming the therapist for this town.
Oh, we're to be here for a bit.
Yeah, get you a comfy chair.
So another way to look at this,
There's gotta be
this started like small and spread throughout everybody. Perhaps resolving that core center issue could solve the extended problem.
There's got to be some kind of epicenter to all of this. A singular point that everything went south.
Let me
It
see
has
if there's
something to
any.
do with Jonathan.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Maybe I can try and use my abilities to see if there's more of a concentration of them, or some kind of magic.
So
I'm gonna continue to use. Fuck, I already forgot what it was called.
Eyes of the Grave.
Eyes of the Grave. Yeah, to walk around the town as best I can to see if there's like more of a concentration of this undead, if possible.
So, because you do
You
have
want some
limited use, because you have limited uses to that ability, equal to your wisdom modifier, you try to space it out a little bit between uses because it also only lasts for like one round. And as you're going, you noticed there doesn't seem to be really any difference in the total energy of undeath around. It's pretty much just each individual undead. There's not like some point of undeath radiating outwards. Every undead is kind of their own individual thing. And the concentration seems to be more about like how many people lived there or were doing something there.
Right.
Yeah, but you do use up all of your uses in that process.
That's fine.
learn anything?
No, not really. There's some kind of. I don't feel any kind of energy or anything. It's just them.
Well, maybe we can figure out where Jonathan went. He seems to have snuck out of his room. Perhaps he was going towards whatever this event was.
Maybe. Or maybe he's the one that caused it.
Seems to be a younger person. Wouldn't try to cast too much blame until we know.
No, I'm not. I'm just weighing our leads here.
Maybe.
But I do agree, finding Jonathan, I think, could be the situation here.
Are there neighboring houses?
Yeah.
This one?
So for your entire exploration of this section in Bridges, you have encountered nothing but residential. Every one of these buildings has been a home.
Oh. Well, we can always ask Jillian if she knows where Jonathan might go, but that does risk letting her know that Jonathan is not there.
I feel like she won't break script in a weird way.
And if she does, maybe it's exactly what we need.
It might
Kill
give
an
us a
innocent woman?
lead.
I don't think any of the
No.
people are
I'm
active.
not good
I
at
think they're still in
communication,
there.
so I think Raph should actually see. Or you know what? We could actually, I don't know. Let's try using the hope fragment and seeing if it gives her hope to break the transcript. If
You'd like to try using one? I don't think that's a terrible idea.
Go for it.
I feel like you're fixing something small compared to when you could fix something big with that hope fragment. One
Be
person.
valuable later.
Right. There could be more value to it later rather than helping one person out of this entire town.
right.
But it's yours. It's your decision to make.
I mean, if you guys, I don't know. I was brainstorming ideas off of you. If you don't think it's a good idea, or if you think it's a good idea, here it is. Try it and see. But you're the communicator of the group, so and I'm bad at talking.
Well, is that what we're doing? Does anyone have any other way of tracking down a runaway child from centuries ago?
Sheesh. They can track things, but that's a bit old.
Yeah. The underwear you'd probably have to sniff out of one of his drawers would probably be pretty rank at this point.
Not a chance.
All right. Well, I'll go talk to her then, if that's what we want to do. Wish me luck, I guess. Just gonna walk back towards Jillian.
You got this, bro. You got this.
So as you walk back in, Jillian doesn't respond identically to how she had before. She walks over to the stove area before, like, turning her head towards you.
Oh, where's Jonathan? Was he not in his room?
No, he left a note that he'd be back soon and left out through the window. Do you know where he might be? I can go and gather him for you.
Oh, Jonathan. I was always such a... I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. I don't know what is
It's
wrong
okay.
with me as a mother. I can't control him. He's such a terrible boy sometimes, and
as she kind of starts to clearly get overwhelmed and just lose herself in this emotion, you see her start to slam her head into the stovetop. And that's when you notice that the damage to the top of the stove looks like it happened from someone slamming something repeatedly into it. And it takes
It's
about
really
30
okay. I can go and
seconds
gather him.
As you try to calm her down and you try to recommend this, but she kind of just keeps crying and shrieking as she smashes her head repeatedly until eventually she kind of just falls over, and you can see that there's an indentation in her head that doesn't look so new, but looks like that is fresh damage from the current round of beatings. As she lays on the ground, you can see there looks to be blood stains right around that same portion as well, as if this isn't the first time it's happened.
Jillian, is she still like twitching like they were before?
Her body seems nearly lifeless at this point. No real movement that you can make out. No signs of breathing or any micro movements either.
Jillian, and he'll walk over and get pretty close and kind of nudge one of her legs with his staff.
You don't get any response. It's like you're interacting with a stereotypical corpse.
I think it's okay, y'all. She's out for now.
So, Jonathan is a troublemaker, it seems.
Seems to be that way. Or this madness makes her think so. At least to the point of this.
Yeah.
How about we go take our break? I need to go to the bathroom. Give you all a chance to
Okay.
come up with ideas as well. All right, everybody, we're going on break. Remember, mental health is a very important issue, and that is a problem our heroes are trying to solve right now. We do not condone suicide. Okay? We love you, and you need to be on this planet. We want you here. Enjoy some music while we use the bathroom and get some snacks. Before we really get started here, first thing I want to do, make sure we're all good. Suicide's a heavy topic, so I want to make sure all of you here at the table, we're good. Do you want me to reel in the descriptions of it or anything like that?
I'm unbothered.
All right.
Not really
Yeah.
if you wouldn't mind reeling in the
Reeling in the descriptions a little bit for you.
please.
Okay. Can do. That's why I'm checking. It wasn't on our lines and veils, but it's the type of topic that once it starts, we double check. So we'll reel that in a little bit. Yes. So you've witnessed the occurrence of how Jillian passed on originally, at least in some fashion. And your idea is to try to find Jonathan the troublemaker, her teenage son. Do you have any ideas about how you wish to go about this, or what you may do instead?
I think mostly what we've come up with is just completely destroying the entire town. But
Can I get caught up in the loop
Ask
here? I
around.
feel like I missed something.
I was turning
Yeah,
away.
I
I
feel
said
like
we
I
should just
missed
burn the whole forest down.
Like, when did you guys see her death?
She smashed her face
Uh,
repeatedly
like-
into the stovetop?
Oh, that's what that was. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't miss much then.
We could
You just
Um,
misunderstood
ask
what was
around
happening.
Are we
town, I
back?
guess.
Are we actually back in
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. See how off I am?
Maybe if we talk to the other undead people in the town, maybe we could get some more information about Jonathan and possibly where he might be.
That's a great idea. Let's look for clues to see if Jonathan left actually. Oh, or maybe he's hiding maybe he's in the house and we just don't know.
No, I don't think he is.
Phone call. So, what are we doing? What are we doing? That is the question.
If we need to, the main goal is to get everyone, the town folk, to ascend, basically.
Not
I'm gonna
ascend,
walk over-
move on. We need them to pass
Move on,
on.
yeah.
Ascend is something
Right,
very
so-
different.
So pass on. We do, but we shouldn't just the mother first and then not the child. We should find the child and bring the child back to the mother, and then help them move on together.
right. I'm going to go. Is there like a town hall, like a place where there's a conglomeration of these undead?
As you noticed earlier, there didn't really seem to be much, but this entire section appears to be residential. Perhaps another section of town that's, halved out in the trees would have the judicial.
Okay. I'll go to the nearest corpse, and depending on if they're laying down or sitting down, I'm gonna kind of nudge them with my foot.
Excuse me.
So the nearest corpse to where you are just now is Jillian. Still.
Besides her.
Okay. So you head into one of the other houses, and you notice that in this one, in that kind of main living space there's a man and a woman sitting on a couch. The two of them, kind of as you look at them before you enter, they seem to almost be like yelling at each other, even though they're frozen in place at that moment. Do you continue heading inside?
Yeah.
As you enter the house, just like with Jillian, the two of them begin to animate and begin speaking, or technically yelling.
How could you? You cheated on me with my sister! Oh, come on, you're twins! I didn't know she was pretending to be you! I have a birthmark on my shoulder! You should have known it wasn't me when it wasn't fair!
The two of them kind of continue this argument without even taking note of the fact that you've entered the room.
Pies kind of looks around the room and then puts a fist up to his mouth.
Excuse me.
The two of them kind of like stop yelling at that moment and kind of turn and look at you.
What are you doing in our house? Can't you tell we're occupied?
Yes, I'm looking for someone.
So the woman is the one that speaks.
Oh yeah, are you looking for my sister too?
No, actually, I'm looking for a boy named Jonathan.
Jonathan? Huh. I don't think I've seen him for a couple of days. Might be hanging out with his girlfriend somewhere else. Like, I know the two of them go down to the lake on a regular basis, at least.
Yeah, but Jonathan, he's such a good boy. Like, he has his issues, but he'd never cheat, at least.
So much was cut.
What was that last part that he said? Like, after they usually...
So they usually go down to the lake. They regularly go down to the lake. And then the girlfriend spoke and said, "Oh, he's a good boy. He just, sometimes he acts up a little bit, but, when he's a teenager. But, he'd never cheat on his girlfriend."
Well, maybe you should get an uglier sister.
And then he walks out of the building.
Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. Sorry, guys.
Sorry,
as
I
you
had
walk
to have
out,
fun
the
with
two of
it.
them kind of return to that initial position that they were in, as if the scene is resetting itself.
Well, we have a new
See
place
how
to
that
look.
ended.
Maybe I should have. When we come back around, I might try that. So we should go check out the lake near here. His girlfriend frequent that place, apparently.
Sounds like as good an idea as any. Which way's the lake?
To the lake.
Oh, that's a good point. I probably should have asked that.
That would be helpful.
Excuse me, sorry to bother you again. Which direction is the lake in?
So the two of them, as you walk back in, they kind of like jump almost to like the same point that they were before.
Oh, it's out to the north. It's just like a mile or so up into the mountain.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
As you say that and you go to turn around, the two of them start just yelling at each other again until you finish stepping out, and then they kind of reset in their scene again.
Man, this place sucks. I would hate to be stuck in a time loop. Oh. Awkward.
Maybe you are.
No, I know I am. That's why...
Wait, what?
Yeah, I realized it as I was saying it. Huh? Who? What's on second?
There?
first of all-
Question mark?
Right.
Last one's there. There's a rotten servo.
Okay.
And those
I'll
rock.
give you a 200-yard head start. Same thing.
I will expend all my Misty Steps. No, I won't
All
do
of
that.
your Misty Steps.
I'd still
That's a
lose.
lot of spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of take the rope bridges and everything up as far as you can north, which isn't terribly far. It's kind of like the end of your residential district. And then you have a way down. You can see that the trees have that same type of path there to lead to the next area. So after you use the rope ladder to climb down, you're able to take that path out towards the lake. And when you come into range, it opens up the trees and everything, kind of spread out as you kind of see this beach area. And you can see some of the shoreline because the water is frozen up in the tide, leaving just this clear ice that heads down to the sand for several feet at the edge. And it's receded downhill from where you come out into the area. You can also see kind of out to the side of the lake, there seems to be a rather well-built and very refined, nice-looking house that's been built amongst several of the trees, as well as a few other larger buildings.
I think they'd be.
Who knows? Well, Where do young people usually go to hang out? They don't stay around others.
An arcade.
It's probably secluded. What is that?
What's an arcade?
Well, we
Right.
know what Starwood. Star knows what an arcade is.
Ah, yes. Those don't exist yet. They could be in an alcove
ya.
or.
I'd help ya, but didn't really do a lot of that stuff, you know? No idea where they would, what they do or go.
And what did you say was around the lake?
Off to the side, you can see in the trees there's another kind of section built with some rope bridges. There's what looks like a very nice, almost like nobleman's home built into the trees. And the rope bridges connect over to a couple of other larger buildings. They don't appear to be residential, but you're not quite sure what those larger buildings are for besides that nobleman's home. There also are some docks. They've been frozen into the ice in the lake.
Try the docks. That's a pretty secluded place, I imagine, during the winter. Or somewhere in the trees.
Yes, I'm betting it's somewhere where no one might find them.
So not the trees.
I don't
Maybe on
know.
the ground.
Let's try the dock.
Dock sounds good.
Try the best bet to start.
Right.
So you're heading down to the docks then?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, give me just a second.
I mean, is it water or ice? Is it water or ice?
It's ice. It was frozen over.
Yes, it is ice. It is very, very frozen. Sorry, I'm trying to move my computer into a spot where it's getting better airflow because I'm starting to have some lag. Okay. Hopefully I've got it in a better position. Anyways, as you head down to the docks, you can see some boats that are fairly old and not quite rotted through. They are frozen like at the top of the water as if they were still functioning boats when everything froze again. You can also see that they've been outfitted with like an ice skate. So they are intended to be used even during the frozen portion of the year. There are a couple of smaller buildings kind of actually built down here on the dock itself as well. They were positioned in a way that it kind of is where the snow and the water of the lake both kind of fail to meet. So that these couple of buildings don't actually get buried during winter. And they're in the center of the dock area, chosen very specifically for this property.
And there's no one.
No, you don't see any signs of life or unlife in this area at the moment.
Should we check the building?
I think so.
What are you saying, Twilight?
Well, the boat, we can actually put the boat's on the ice, and we can actually move the boat around. I'm thinking we could probably see through the ice, and maybe he's in there with his girlfriend.
Take a look.
Frozen in the ice.
Like,
That's an interesting take.
frozen in the
What
ice.
possible?
That's chill.
Stop.
I mean, it's an icebreaker, don't you think?
Oh no, the puns.
It's not too familiar for you, is it?
I mean, Pius, you're always. I mean, this is a great place for me to say that I'm on thin ice. Yay!
Right. Well, yeah. That's we could check there. Yeah, it can't hurt.
All right, so you want to get in one of the boats and try to use it to go out on the lake, if I'm understanding this correctly.
Yeah.
I'll wait here.
Why?
Or actually, I won't wait. Because I'll break the ice, but also, I'll look around the perimeter, and if you all want to check the ice.
I mean, pretty fucking cold. Is it that thin? And I'll start poking at the ice with my staff.
It seems thick enough that you could probably take the boat out and go ice fishing. It doesn't seem all that thin or breakable at the moment. It seems very sturdy.
I think you're okay, Pius. I'm gonna jump down onto the ice.
Okay.
I mean, I could turn into a polar bear and see if to see how much.
I might weigh more than a polar bear.
Let's not add more weight.
I'll hold off on that.
I'm gonna fly like 40 feet above everyone.
Okay. So the boats look like they're generally built for 2 people plus fishing equipment. So not all of you can pile into a singular boat. Tempest, you're flying up above everybody. But how are we? Is it going to be like Pius and Raph try to get in the boat and Twilight gets in a different? Or How are we breaking down?
Oh, Rat's just walking on the ice.
Okay. Wrath's walking out on the ice.
I kind of want to go
Tempest
with Ralph.
is.
Me and Clay are doing aerial recon.
Twilight, what are you doing?
I was thinking that either Wrath or Pius and I go into a boat.
Walk out on the ice.
Bias and Wrath are just walking out on the ice. Tempest is flying above, and Twilight, you realize that no one has waited around for you to even make such a suggestion. But Twilight, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Forget it.
Twilight, are you rolling that wisdom save?
Oh, I didn't know it was me. You cut out.
That might explain why you started talking
I'm
while
so
I was still
sorry.
going. Okay. Twilight, you're thinking about this, and you move closer, and you go for that boat. But you can't help but be struck by the memory of sinking into the icy waters when you were a child. You are overcome with fear about being trapped in the ice once again.
Yeah, she gets immediately off.
All of you notice that Twilight kind of not only doesn't follow you out, but she seems to be moving away from the docks and away from the lake.
Where are you going? This was your idea.
I can't do it. I cannot do it.
What's the matter?
Maybe it was a bad idea. Maybe you guys should just get off the ice.
Why, Twilight? What's wrong?
Just get off the ice.
Tell me what's wrong first.
I don't know. It's either me just being paranoid. I'm scared shitless because of the ice, but then again, I don't know. Something just overcame me and I'm terrified.
Well,
Just
it's understandable. You were frozen for quite some time. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
no, you're good.
I mean,
Take your time, Twilight. We'll keep searching. Let us know if you find anything.
I don't know if I'm quite capable of maybe communing with nature to see if this ice is okay, but honestly, I feel like I need to back away. And maybe
Don't
we need to
go far from the shore, at least. We'll just take a quick peek. Just don't go far.
I will not do it. Sorry.
Right. We'll be right back. Hermit, do you mind staying with her?
I don't think this is a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Oh, Twilight, it's okay. Don't worry. If anything happens, I'll be able to see them, and I'll go help them. But how about you and I start by going and checking out those big buildings and the trees over there? How about that?
What about flowers?
Everyone looks over to the flying carpet that houses him.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's still on the thing.
Yeah, he's been on the
forgot
flying
about
carpet this whole time.
Right. I forgot that I put him on there last. Okay. Okay, we're good. All right, let's go over there. Guys?
Yeah.
Tread carefully.
We'll be fine.
Always.
Okay. So,
Question.
Wrath, yes, Tempest. Question, answer.
How long hours-wise has Captain been on the carpet? Curious.
Since you started traveling this morning, it is currently, if my stuff will load up instead of acting up, how am I stuck in view-only mode?
Whoops. Sorry to ask.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Thank
the
you.
reason
Thanks
I
for
asked
letting me
is-
open my ship. The reason you asked.
If he was out there on this carpet while we were traveling for like 8 hours or 10 or some shit, there should be like inches of snow at least, just the whole layer covering him, right?
No.
We like
Luckily,
rotate
it
him so
hasn't
he
been
doesn't get
snowing.
like bed sores.
Yeah, but you've been keeping him moved around, keeping him from freezing. You've been taking care of him. It also has not been snowing, so there hasn't been any kind of build up for that either.
Oh, fucking dead.
I just wanted, I
But
just
it
had to
has
know.
been like
I didn't
it
know.
has been about 10 hours since you put him on the carpet. He has been on it for about 10 hours now.
Okay.
Holy fuck, that's funny.
Every 4 hours or so, we just flip him.
Hey, it's not. Hey, do we want to build a Captain Let's build a snowman out of him.
Oh god, that's
You
fucking
can take
funny.
him with you.
All right, so
Okay, I
we'll
just had to
start
get
with,
that out of my system.
Fireball.
we will start with the group that's heading out onto the ice. Bias, Rat, Tempest. Tempest, you're flying overhead as the other two of you are trying to watch. I want the two of you on the ice to make an acrobatics check for stability.
Do that.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point to re-roll that.
All right.
Maybe we can go play pool
That was a natural one.
on Sunday night.
Not much better.
Oh.
14.
My bad.
Nice.
So Raph got a 14, Pius got a 19. So it's not like it's that hard to keep your balance on snow. in ice. Like, this is something that people learn how to do in the real world with minimal amount of effort. Like, this is a thing children can learn. So DC 13 was what you're shedding it, so you're good. You keep your balance as you're moving, but you are moving fairly slowly to ensure your stability. And it takes you...
Shit's slippery. I need to start wearing boots.
You got this.
Small steps.
Mm.
Don't lock your knees, for the love of God, Wrath.
That's fucking hard.
I know, but if you lock your knees, you're cooked.
After about like 15 minutes or so, you gotten at least a noticeable distance away from the shoreline at this point. And you are able, like, you've been looking down into the snow, and the way it's managed to freeze has left it essentially clear. It's not like this deep white color that a lot of thick ice will get, but it is transparent. And as you get out this way, Tempest, you can see kind of in the distance since you're up in the air, you see one of these ice boats heading towards you at the moment. And Pius and Rev, down on the ground, you notice something that Tempest does not. And there seems to be a soft purple glow coming from the bottom of the lake.
Shit.
Guys, there's an ice boat incoming.
What?
What?
How big?
Ice boat ahead.
It's
the one
one of
we
those
saw.
like two-person ones, yeah.
Can you see anyone on it?
I can't quite tell, but it's getting closer.
What do you think, Pius?
Can I send Quay out?
Yeah, you can send Quay out to go further off from all of you to check.
Yeah, Quay's gonna go a little bit further ahead.
So, Tempest, are you going to go back down? Like, you've probably been seen by whoever's on the boat, unless this is just, one of the undead running through its normal process. It probably already is coming your direction.
Fair enough.
But are you going to head down to the ice for Pius?
Yeah, I'll hover down towards them.
Okay.
I think we should deal with the ice boat first, and then the purple glow.
Tempest, there's something glowing deep within the lake. Look.
Oh, is that
So,
purple?
yeah, even with how clear like this ice is as a whole, this purple glow seems to be very, very deep down, like way down, and out closer to the center of the lake as well.
Which way was the boat coming from?
That way. What does Quay see?
So all of you are kind of coming up from the kind of southern shore as a whole, and this boat's kind of coming out from the east. It's not going to cross through the center if it makes a direct line from where it was to where you. And as you're kind of getting feedback from Quay through your telepathic connection, the boat is cutting across from where it was to where you are, not cutting to the center. Hold on, give me just a moment, everyone. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I do not want to go down there. That water is probably cold.
Sure, it's freezing.
Also,
especially
purple's
since
never
you have
really
a fur coat.
good.
She hasn't.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about those. Haven't been relying on it. That's right, you weren't there.
Yeah, he missed all of that.
I'm sorry.
What are we talking about, Pius having missed?
I'm not using that power, and I'm not relying on that power anymore, Pius.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
We'll explain everything when we settle down tonight.
that's fine. No rush.
All right. So are you going to just
Right.
sit and wait?
So,
Should we go meet it?
I think we should.
All right.
it's better than going down there.
Just go slow on me. And he starts like penguin walking.
So you kind of start heading that same direction. And Quay is still kind of giving feedback about it coming towards you. And once it gets close enough that you're starting to see it from down at your position on the lake itself, that's by the time Quay is able to send more detailed information as well. And it appears to be a teenage boy, decayed, zombified like the rest of the town. Oh, did I just lose connection to all of you? I think I did. Tempest has disappeared. Or
Whoa.
Twilight disappeared. Not Tempest. Hey, did any of you hear what I described you
Okay,
seeing as you were moving
so-
closer?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay, cool. I just cut out completely then. Awesome.
I think the
So, as you are moving
whole
closer,
channel did.
as you're moving closer and the boat starts to come within your visual range down on the ice, that's when Quay starts being able to give better feedback about what it's seeing. And from what Quay's telling you, it does appear to be another zombie like most of the town. It's a teenage boy, though, that appears to be piloting this craft towards all of you.
This one might be our target.
I think it's Jonathan.
Ah.
Possibly. He's matching the bare basic descriptions.
Teenage boy.
Yeah.
Works
Fair enough.
for me.
Now let's actually stop.
We should probably make sure we're not in the way of that boat. They might not stop.
Thank you.
True.
So you all prepare yourself for as the boat gets closer, and you make sure that you're not going to get like run over. And as the boat starts to get within range, you see him making maneuvers to kind of slow the boat down, so it kind of like scrapes up near you without running into you. He does overshoot a little bit, going a few feet past the furthest of you in the lineup. And as it stops, it begins to speak to you, but it doesn't have that kind of same visual or the same audio overlay that filter effect the other ones did. This one doesn't have that sound on his voice. It's just a plain male voice.
Hey! Ooh, didn't expect to see anyone out here this time of night.
Us either. Are you Jonathan?
No, I'm Timothy.
Damn it.
Sweet heavenly Lord.
Do you know Jonathan? By chance?
No, I don't think I do. Don't know anyone by the name Jonathan. What are y'all doing out here? Y'all look like you got some money. Seems like a strange place for you to come out to.
Looking for Jonathan.
Say the same about you.
I mean, I live out here in the sticks. Y'all don't look like people who would live out here in the sticks.
Well, we're not. We're visiting the town. When's the last time you were in town?
Last time I was in town? Earlier this morning, actually. I have a friend, he's been having some problem. Can't afford a cast for a broken leg, actually. He's coming out here hoping I can find some way to make some money, but, failing to do so. Any chance y'all could just spare some?
Any
We might be in
chance?
the,
Can you repeat what any of you just said? I lagged out again.
Any chance is the last thing I heard from you.
Any chance you could spare some gold?
Well, how about, favor? We have a couple of questions about the town.
Yeah. I mean, I can answer them to the best of my ability. As long as, we've got a fair trade going for the information.
Sure. How much does your friend need for their, medical bills?
Well, let's see. I think we need about $350.
Excuse me?
No, we need about $350.
Now? Now?
What do you mean no?
Get away from it. Now?
Rats.
So it's about this time you realize you're not speaking to a teenage boy.
Yeah, it's about this time you realize you're not speaking. Yes, very much so. You all realize you were looking at the Loch Ness Monster, and there is no boat. Quite literally, he's standing there asking about Tree Fitty.
If anyone does not stop me,
You're
I'm
gonna
going
use
to
this,
kill
aren't
this
you?
fucking thing.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Be careful.
I'm sorry, can't someone take over?
Y'all weren't expecting the Loch Ness Monster, were you?
Sir,
Laughing.
my uncle about you. Help you never give. But
Okay. If any of you were trying to say anything past the laughter about the Loch Ness Monster, I missed it. I have turned off dubbing AI, hopefully to take some pressure off the computer. I heard something about in the future, I think, from Tempest. I love how overlaid all that was for me. Oh, come on. It's only $350. It ain't that much. You could spare that? You're clearly of the upper class. Oh, but coin has to come in and out of your hands really quick. And look at your equipment. Look at what you're wearing. Look at that. Look at that club. It is clearly magical. That could probably break the ice all the way down to the bottom. There's no way you don't have the coin. Come on. on, it's only Tree Fitty. I'll leave you alone, I promise. The Loch Ness Monster... The Loch Ness Monster finally just turns around and kind of wanders away from all of you. But it's heading up towards the northwestern. All right. Well, the three of you consider... Yes, you'll definitely have to make a hole. And the light looks like it's coming from the center of the lake. So you'd still have to head up further just to get to where it is as far as the two-dimensional x-axis is concerned, let alone the y-axis up and down. But while the three of you think about how you want to handle that, back over to like the northwest edge of the lake, which is where the manor and other buildings were, also where the Loch Ness Monster is heading after your conversation. Twilight, you and the hermit get over there. You're able to climb up into the area where those buildings are. Which one do you want to head to first? There's two that you can't quite tell what they are, and there's one that just looks like it's a nobleman's house. So she's going to let the hermit lead? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. You're just also cutting in and out because of my internet. Also, I was asking a yes or no question, and you gave a bit more than you needed to. But yes, okay, the hermit's leading, and he is going to just kind of lead towards one of the two buildings that's not the noble's house. And as you kind of like walk in, you notice there's kind of like this main desk area up near the front that would, at least in real world modern, equate to kind of like a receptionist desk. And you don't see any people in this main entryway, but you do notice that there are several doors along the left side and the right side that are closed but kind of worn out. And there's also a single stairwell kind of in the center of the room that heads upstairs as well into another area where it looks like there's more doors and pathways because it's a two-story building. It kind of reminds you of like a judicial building from modern times.
Whatever you want to do. Honestly, if you want me to lead, I'll lead. But if you have an idea, then we'll take that idea.
So the hermit kind of goes over to the like desk area and kind of like moves over behind it, and he seems to start searching through the area. Are you going to do anything while he's doing this? Yeah, he seems to be searching through that reception desk area. Okay. Do 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 do. Time to get to the dice roller. Gotta get there. Everything load, please. Thank you. Rolling 2d20 because advantage. Is this what? Judicial building. Do you know what a judicial building is? It's a government office building, so to speak. They have like, they do court here. They do like signing up for license plates or getting new IDs or government work, judicial law. Yes, Social Security building is literally a judicial building. A form of. So, yes. As the two of you are searching through, you find a bunch of paperwork kind of discussing this building, what it does, the other one. And it covers things like licensing to, rent any of the fishing boats or having your own space for it, hunting licenses. There's also plenty of information involving the Merchants Guild from about a century ago, which seems to be when the documents end and kind of the town stopped functioning, was roughly 100 years ago. But there's information relating to the Merchants Guild, copies of documentation from merchants that had traveled through here back then. There's also talk about how the other building was kind of setting up a new type of location where adventurers could try to apply for work. People traveling the world, so to speak. People who decided to make it their living, quite the way that a lot of you do. Everyone knows what an adventurer is. But it's discussing the idea of forming a guild based on adventuring, and how the other judicial building here was supposed to be for that, but at least at the time of this paperwork, it had not reached its grand opening. So you're heading into a different area? Because that's the information you found at the desk. Where are you going to go look? There's at least a dozen doors. You're going to what? All right, there's 12 doors. 3 on the left, 3 on the right on the first floor.
3 on the left, 3 on the right on the second floor. 12 doors. You want to go left or right? Do you want first floor, second floor? Okay, first floor, second floor. Okay, first door, middle door, or furthest door? First door. Okay, as you head into this particular space, what you find seems to be more or less kind of a storage closet. There's papers, there's pens, there's ink, there's extra desks. This seems to be more or less a storage space for the office supplies and furniture needed for the building in this first room. You cannot take an entire room filled with things. That is unreasonable. Imagine walking into a storage closet that's the size of a full room. That is what you just did. There's furniture, there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of sheets of paper, hundreds of ink pots, thousands of quills. This is a storage room for a very large social security office. Where do you head next? First floor or second floor? You're just gonna go to the next door on the left? Okay. You open it and it's a hallway. It goes down. You can see a couple of doors on the left, a couple doors on the right. But it just seems to be a hallway that connects the other two sides, so to speak. You can tell that the first door on the left going down this hallway would just go to that same storage room. But there's another door further down on the left, as well as 2 doors on the right down this hallway. Let's go look at the door on the far left. Okay. When you open the door, the sun has, by this point, pretty much fully sunk. It is nighttime. In this room, the way it's positioned and its windows, you can't really see what's inside of it, other than with your dark vision. And just the way certain things are set up, you don't really get a good line of sight of the room from the entrance. The hermit just kind of nods and heads in. I'm gonna stop and kind of out of game break. Star, even with Twilight being afraid and kind of looking to others for advice, it is very bad form to lean on an NPC to do everything, because I should not be just telling you what you're doing and what's happening. I shouldn't be running the entire thing. At that point, I'm writing a book and we're not really playing a game. So please take the lead from this point forward, because you are the only player involved in this. So you have to take the lead. There's asking for advice, and then there's putting it all on me. This is putting it all on me. So the hermit kind of nods and is like, yes, let's go in and check. What do you do as you go into this room to see what's in it? Okay. That is a first level spell slot you're using. You don't actually detect anything in the immediate area. It does last for 10 minutes, though, so you have that turned on. You're ready to go explore into the room. And as you kind of head out of the initial area, it looks like there's just there's a bunch of desks with, like, 1 chair on one side and 2 on the other, as if they're kind of like meeting spaces where people could come in and meet with one of the government officials at one of these desks and kiosk-type spaces. But you don't see any bodies in this area. And you're still not feeling any magic. Okay? Back over to everybody else. The Loch Ness Monster has wandered off away from you. And you know that you're a bit of a distance away from the XY axis of the 2-dimensional XY axis of where this torment something or another is. So what are you going to do? All right. Roll that to hit. Oh, whoops. 14. All right. This is ice. It's not like it's necessarily the sturdiest material in the world. Go ahead and roll the damage. God damn it, what? 12? God, even a different die and it was still a 2. That's sad. 12 is still a considerable amount of damage given a singular weapon attack, though. So you hit the ice kind of where you are, and it does begin to kind of crack out away from where you hit it. Mostly just kind of like little cracks around it, but there's a couple of them that kind of stretch out about like a foot and a half away from the point you made contact. Are you just what are you trying to basically beat through it until you get to water? Like what is your end goal with this? Okay. All right. Give me one more attack roll. No nat 20. 28 still good. So it takes you about like 2-3 minutes of just beating through this, smashing it up, and the ice keeps kind of breaking into smaller and smaller pieces, while kind of cracking out further and further away. And when it does finally actually give way, it's like a 4-foot diameter, like a 2-foot radius from the point you've been beating on. and you kind of fall through about 4-ish feet down before kind of landing in the water itself. And you sink quickly, being a giant metal person. Yeah. With the fact that the sun has fully finished setting at this point, it is very dark, and the light from the torment fragment, chunk, monolith, you don't know yet, is noticeably brighter as well. Okay. So even with the fact you're sinking pretty quickly, it's going to take about a minute to get all the way down to the bottom. Are you going to try to swim towards it as you sink? Okay. After, like 20 seconds or so, Wrath, Tempest, the two of you can't see him, and you can see like the top of the water kind of starting to freeze over again. Just very lightly at the moment, not like a hard freeze. Pius, as you're, swimming over and you're getting closer to the bottom, you notice that there is life under the water here where it's not frozen. There are some fish kind of swimming around closer to the bottom. There's God damn it, I can't think of what it is. It's not kelp. Kelp. There seems to be some type of kelp that is surviving down here under the water as well along the bottom. You're going to spend probably about like 2 hours trying to walk over to the torment crystal before you actually get there. You were a fair distance away from the center of it. Now you're underwater moving slowly. So it's going to take you some time. So Wrath, Tempest, what are you doing with this time? You know that he's trying to get to the crystal, and you can see that it's, out in the center of the lake where you are not. All right, go ahead and roll survival then. Are you both going to go search for like firewood and the such, or just one of you? Since he's just following you and not helping, no. It takes you a while. Yeah, it takes you a while before you kind of build up enough mostly dry wood. You figure that if you had Twilight with you, this would go faster because she could dry the wood with prestidigitation. Yeah, because you're basically doing this kind of like a weak version of your own little cantrip. It does seem to more or less dry it out without completely frying the piece of wood at the same time. It does take you a couple hours just to gather up enough wood for a single fire. Yes, it started to refreeze before you walked away. Okay. When you get back over there, you notice it has like become a solid frozen chunk across the top. What? Yes, our internet seems to be an asshole tonight. On top of the fact that like computer's overheating. Anyways, yes, you get there. You start beating it out, beating it off. I'm having bad word choice. I think we should end here. Between the technical difficulties and my brain difficulties, I think we should probably just give it up for the night. What does everyone else think? Okay, the fact that the fact that me asking you guys if we should stop because of all the problems can't even go through for me to ask you, that means end of stream. Like we can't play if you guys can't hear me. Plain and simple. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, everybody that's been here with us, sorry for this really rough ending. We'll be back next week. I do have like a real job that's making me real adult money, so hopefully in like the next month, a couple paychecks, I could maybe put down some money and get a real computer delivered. That would at least help. So, as always, thank you for joining us, and